Hello everybody and welcome back to some more BD Armory. Today we are taking a look at a new fighter craft that I have developed, and yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but here it is, a fighter that I have thrown together. It's still in the process of ironing out some kinks. The tuning's a work in progress, but I've got it to the stage where I'm happy to show it to you. Yes, this is the Spiketail. It is the latest in the Dragonfly family of aircraft, and as is traditional, I am trying to fly it through under the bridge in the KSC R&D Centre, which I don't manage first time, but do manage the second time around. This is likely to be the last of the Dragonfly family of aircraft that I've produced, partly because it's probably time we go on and try something else, but also because I've sort of run out of names of Dragonfly species that sound even remotely cool, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, yeah, let's go and take a closer look at this thing. So here it is then in all of its fine glory. Like most of my other Dragonfly craft, you can see it's got one of these upside down ramp intakes, which is kind of a bit of a hallmark, as well as the trademark bi-wing here. I've also put in a little underwing here, which acts as an attachment point for the rear landing gear and some missile rails, but also provides a little bit more manoeuvrability. It's the first of my Dragonfly craft to come with an identifiable tail fin and a rudder, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, also comes with my standard armament of 2 Vulcan cannons, and a standard missile loadout of 4 AMRAAMs and 6 Sidewinders. Also, this craft uses the Saturn rather than the Panther engines, as I've been sort of transitioning to that with my newer craft. And yeah, this, I'm not sure how much I put in the previous video section where I was trying to fly this under the bridge, but it's quite manoeuvrable. Let's take this off. Let's get this going, and we'll see if we can see exactly how manoeuvrable it is. This is designed to be a replacement to my Clubtail, a successor to that in the not just in the Dragonfly family, but also in these fights. And yeah, it's funny how your standards change, isn't it? I remember thinking the Clubtail was so manoeuvrable when I made it, but yeah, and that's with a full loadout of missiles. So hopefully this should be a much improved craft to face my subscribers in Fighter Subscriber, or during the mailbag streams, whatever we have to chuck it into. But I suppose we should go and put this through some more formal objective tests. So we're going to see how this craft measures up by pitting it against my current lineup. We start, of course, with the Clubtail, the very craft that the Spiketail is designed to replace, so a lot on the line with this one, although as I've mentioned, the Spiketails aren't perfectly tuned at the moment. I haven't even configured the weapons properly, but I think there'll be more than a match. We'll have to see. Let's get this one started. And the competition starts. Everyone's barely at altitude, but straight away Daffy Kerman comes around and launches. Should be launching 2 missiles. The guard menu should be up for 2 missiles per target. Obviously, had to break off to dodge herself. This is who have we got here? Oh, that's looking close. Oh, well, that's not good for starters. Jebediah Kerman will be going. I think it's Valentina Kerman in the other one, and they have a bit of work to do. What's that? That's one of the Clubtails. One of the Clubtails has gone as well. Okay, 2 apiece, and Jebediah Kerman puts in some heavy damage onto one of the Clubtails. The Clubtails at the moment are crewed by my current patron Kerbals. We have Ghosty and we have Legged Lack. Ion clearly has been blown up already, but yeah, kind of 1.5 Clubtails at the moment. One Clubtail at the moment, and I think you've kind of got to fancy them to take it. With the 2-on-1, as I said, not perfectly tuned. We'll have to see how they do with lining up their shots. Just manages a grazing hit. Ghosty losing more and more of his parts. The tuning not that terrible, it seems. But yeah, as I said, I really need to get the weapons configured properly, because that will add a whole other dimension to them. At the moment, Ghosty just clinging on there. Oh. But clings no longer as the debris rains to the ground. Okay. Not a perfect start for the Spiketails, but a convincing one nonetheless. Let's move on. For our second challenge, the Spiketails will be going up against my Panthers, another craft kind of in dire need of replacement, but I don't think I can have two Dragonfly family craft in the same lineup, so we'll just cross that bridge a little bit later. Anyway, yes, let's get this one going. And so the second competition starts. I'm kind of expecting the Panthers to make short... Sorry, the Spiketails to make short work... If I can speak. Kind of expecting the Spiketails to make short work of the Panthers, but then I was sort of expecting that for the Clubtails as well, and it was a little bit of a closer run thing than I thought it would be. The Spiketails getting in nice and close quite early on, which is going to be good for them. What was that? That was one of the Panthers gone. That's one of the Spiketails gone. That's another one of the Spiketails gone. Oh my god, what just happened there? Daffy Kermit has a fight on her hands if she wants to try and salvage anything from this one. 2 against 1 is not... Yeah, it's not the most comfortable position to be in for these craft, but couldn't quite get a missile kill there. Can she close the distance and go for guns? That looks like such an opportunity there. She will, of course, have to contend with another Panther on her tail, but if she pulls some hard manoeuvres, the Panther's not that manoeuvrable. Should be able to give it a shake quick enough to get some damage onto one of the Panthers, and that... It disappears from the vessel switcher. No, the other Panther's already disappeared from the vessel switcher. What happened to the other Panther? Here comes a missile. I don't know what happened to that. Was that... Did that get hit by a stray missile? Regardless, it is another win for the Spiketails. I'm starting to think that, yeah, maybe these craft aren't retaining enough speed in the turn. I might have to rejig them a bit, and also look at their countermeasures. But yeah, that can wait. We need to move on to our third and final fight. So for this last test, we have quite the fight on our hands. Our Spiketails will be going up against another of my more recent craft, the Red Hawk, another one of my Saturn engine-equipped craft. And I'm kind of worried for the Spiketails here. I think I may have put this video together prematurely. I think these might need a little bit more, just a little bit more fine-tuning. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I think we've seen enough to say that they have confirmed their place as part of my new lineup. But yeah, with a sense of trepidation, let's see how they get on with this one. Once again, the fight starts. We're quite far out again. I think that was it last time that happened. I had to do 2 takes for the last fight because the first one kind of technical issues, so I can't remember whether that was the fight that I'm actually going to use or not. But yeah, I think there were some problems with one of the Red Hawks sort of getting into formation. Now this obviously this missile round is where these Spiketails are currently having problems. Once they're up close and personal, that's where they tend to shine, but when it comes to avoiding missiles... Oh, that's one of the Red Hawks gone. Daffy Kerman again! Having to pull some hard manoeuvres, trying to dodge that. Just about managed to get enough space between her and those missiles, and it's just the one Red Hawk again! I'm assuming yet more missile kills. Missile kills are plenty, and Daffy Kerman gets some damage on the Red Hawk. This is the kind of slightly new and improved version of my Red Hawk. Again, the tuning for this one is a work in progress as well. So, yeah. So maybe not quite as one-sided as I first feared. Daffy Kerman going for guns, Legged Lack Kerman having to pull some evasive manoeuvres. It really is a test of the mettle of these two craft, because these are two very manoeuvrable craft. I think I think the Spiketail just about has the edge, though. Legged Lack coming, lines up a shot, it's a joust. I think Legged Lack came off marginally worse. No serious damage to either at the moment. Legged Lack coming goes for the missiles. Follows up with the guns, does get a hit. As the Spiketail doesn't seem to have been anything other than a minor scorching. Oh, that's getting less comfortable though. Datbicam will need to pull some quite hard evasive manoeuvres there. Yeah, so missiles are quite a bit more of a threat than they have been in previous versions of BD Armory. Either that or my craft just suck. Anyway, Datbicam, a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a wobble there. As I said, craft are in need of a bit of fine-tuning. But Datbicam pulling some pretty sick manoeuvres there to try and get behind the Red Hawk. Lines up a shot, beautifully, can't quite get it away. This one might go on a while. Legged Lack Kerman comes around. Daffy Kerman may have made a mistake though. Legged Lack Kerman lays guns in. Nothing happening. I hope this doesn't go down to who runs out of fuel first. That would be a serious anticlimax. Daffy Kerman gets missiles away, followed up by the guns. Can't quite get a hit with either, but I think she's in the better position now. No. Can't quite keep a lid on her speed. Has given Legged Lack Kerman the opportunity now to line up his guns, but just cannot get a decent shot. That looks a little bit better. Does get some damage, gets some more damage. Comes around, tries to line up those Vulcans once again. Daffy Kerman's craft has now taken some significant damage. Part of the wing section, not too much, but still, if this is going to a battle of attrition, Daffy Kerman now looks like she will probably come off the worst for it. The gunfire rains in. Daffy Kerman gains some altitude. Another scorching. That gunfire is getting closer and closer and closer. Both craft really trying to outmaneuver the other one. More damage comes in. Just a slight scorching this time. There goes the guns. There goes the hits. There goes the kill. So, not a victory for the Spiketail this time, but a very hard fought match and a very closely fought fight there. And yeah, I think the Spiketails have done more than enough to earn their way into that starting lineup. And I also think, yeah, I think I've just become aware of just how much tuning both the Spiketail and, to a lesser extent, sort of this one need. I'm new to tuning, I'm just trying to get the hang of it at the moment, but yeah, that will be all for today. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, and you haven't already, please consider liking, subscribing, possibly following me on Twitter, maybe getting involved with the Discord, or even, if you fancy it, helping to support the channel through PayPal or Patreon. All the links are in the description. Yes, I will be back with some more BD Armory, possibly even some more of the Spiketails, who knows, but in the meantime, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.